Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, Ring Culture, welcome back to Ring Culture, where we play no games, we just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, though, go over to my reaction page, The Nuclear Reactor, and check out my 3 Hoops reaction playlist. I got a Jordan playlist over there, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kobe, Asia Wilson, Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark. Also, I react to series over there like Welcome to Derry, The Boys season 5 is currently out. I reacted to the first 2 episodes, Ironheart, blah, blah, blah. But back over here, Ring Culture, make sure y'all like and comment down below. That's how y'all push me into the algorithm. And then I'll go get them with my content, hit them and fit them and sit with them. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload, share my videos, and hype my channel. So today, we're going to be talking about some comments Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, and ISO Joe made on Shannon Sharp's and Ocho Cinco's podcast, Nightcap. They were talking about LeBron James now that we know that the Lakers are going to be facing the Rockets in the first round. They made some comments about what version of LeBron they need to get them over the hump out of the first round. Since Luka and Austin Reeves is out, I'm gonna let y'all listen to their comments, and then I'm gonna come back and give y'all my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Check this out.
The Lakers take on the Rockets in the 4-5 matchup. LeBron James he's the lead dog. And what we've seen, Joe, he must have heard us being aggressive.
There you go.
He got 15 shots in the first half. You saw the game before. He did, 28-12, 28-13, and 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And then the game before that. So we see being in the lead spot that now I got to be aggressive. The assist gonna come because I'm when I get down the lane, I'm gonna pull coverage. I'm gonna drop the ball off the DA. They're gonna come. I'm gonna be able to swing the ball. Who do you like in this series, and how many games you think it takes?
Oh, man, without Luka and AR, it's just tough. But I know Lakers had a lot of great success against the Rockets this year. Uncle Ocho.
Yes.
They guard Kevin Durant. I haven't seen many teams guard him like that and be successful at the same time. Man, can Aiden keep this up? Can he continue to give you 22 and 10 a night in a playoff series? In order for the Lakers to win this series, like I've always said, Bron got to be aggressive, and those other guys gonna have to come along. But can you get this type of production from Rui and Big Aiden for a playoff series? Because that's what you're gonna need to win, bro. They're gonna have to be special. Them 2 guys gonna have to be special.
What you think?
If you think about it, what I like is when Luke Kennard is aggressive. When they try to close out on him, Ocho, he ain't just sidestepping selling for the 3, Joe. He'll put the ball on the floor. He'll try to get all the way to the rim. And then when you come, he'll kick it.
Yeah.
He's been really, really aggressive. And I've never seen, and I'm like, damn, bro, you had this in your bag all these years and you just been shooting threes. I've never seen him put the ball on the floor as much as I've seen him put the ball on the floor since he's been with the Lakers. Yeah. He's normally a catch and shoot or spot up shooter. That's normally what he is. But since he's been with the Lakers, he's been extremely aggressive. Now, Rui shot 44% from the 3. He's been aggressive. When the Lakers are aggressive, and they do a great job of taking care of the basketball, because sometimes they can get really sloppy. And they'll have turnover after turnover after turnover. And they have these lulls, Ocho. They have these stretches where they'll go 3, 4, 5 minutes and not score a field goal. You can't have that in the playoffs. You can't have that. LeBron's going to have to go back for so long. He's been in the lead. He's been the driver. And this season, he wasn't the driver. He wasn't even in the passenger seat. He wasn't even in the catbird seat. He was riding in the back.
In the what? The what seat?
The catbird seat, which is a favorable position.
Okay.
So he was, hey, Joe, you know, you used to ride with your homeboy.
Yeah.
And it's the one out the window be hollering, trying to holler at everybody. He ain't got no car. He ain't even the driver's seat. He got the window. Hey, what's up? What's your name is? So they had LeBron in the back.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Luka got dinged, AR is dinged, and LeBron has been thrust back into that. Now, nobody in the history of the NBA past the age of 37 has been asked to do more than one LeBron James. The mere fact that they still have, well, if he'd have got, bro, he's 41. You never ask guys, what guy did you have did you have that on? Even when I think Kareem won finals MVP. Kareem might have been, 35, 36 when he won the finals MVP? But they wasn't counting on Kareem to do that.
Right.
That was magic. That was worthy. And Kareem did that. So now he has all this on his plate.
Yeah.
It's going to take a Herculean effort. It's gonna take guys playing
above.
Rui's going to have to play great every game. Laravia is going to have to do an unbelievable job, because I think he and Marcus Smart is going to have the assignment of dealing with KD. And LeBron is going to have to be 2018 LeBron. I think that is the apex. Look, people go back and say, nah, it's 2012, 2013 Bron. I think 2018 Bron was the greatest Bron we had ever seen. Because you're looking at a guy that averaged 34, 8, and 8 in the postseason with 8 40-point games. And he got that team to the NBA Finals. He's going to have to be that, Joe.
Damn, that's 8 years ago. You think he can get back to that?
I don't know if he can, but he's going to need anything less will be uncivilized.
Yeah, that too. And
without that, Joe, they can't go any further, because the Rockets are at full strength. They got Şengün, they got KD, they got Thompson.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, Joe, and all.
What's that?
Matter of fact, he's the chosen one, ain't he? Hey, now, Joe?
Yeah.
But we call him King James for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What we can't do is we can't fact in, he's 41. He's playing at a high level for a reason. He's LeBron James for a reason. So if he's still in the NBA, he's expected to look a certain way. He's expected to play a certain way.
Yeah.
So obviously now, unfortunate circumstances have occurred. AR is out and Luka's out.
Yeah.
So we're expecting LeBron to look exactly like he always has.
Yeah.
So, y'all heard what they had to say about that. First, Shannon Sharp said a little bit later on, I know that was a long clip, but I wanted y'all to hear most of what they said, because some of it was kind of contradictory to me. Shannon Sharp said later on in that discussion that y'all heard, he said they're going to need 2018 Bron. But at the beginning of the discussion, he rattled off the numbers that LeBron was pitting up without Luka and Austin Reeves, which was 28 Bron. Listen, we cannot pretend that LeBron James' numbers going down had anything to do with his age, because LeBron James' 2018 numbers didn't have anything to do with his athleticism. First, before I talk about before I talk about what I want to say, I want to talk about the athleticism part. Athleticism is not the number one factor in you being productive in the NBA and pitting up Herculean numbers. Joker is not athletic at all. He picks up insane numbers. I think, matter of fact, he's going to be the first player to lead the league in assists and rebounding, I think, this year. And Joker is not athletic. Of course, he benefits from the soft officiating in the NBA, the lack of defense in the NBA. So LeBron James' numbers dipped because he wasn't the number one or the number two. He was the number three. And now that he's back to being the number one, you heard what Shannon Sharp said about LeBron James' numbers. It's not athleticism that gets you points. LeBron James wasn't getting points when he started stat padding because of his athleticism. He would slack off on defense and run out, and so he can get easy, fast break points, which is why he was leading the league in fast break points. Barreling into the defender to draw a foul and try to get an and one. That's what LeBron was doing. Shooting most of his shot from 5 feet out from the rim, which obviously dunks and layups, you're going to shoot a high percentage of them. When you go outside of that range, like 10 to 15 feet, LeBron's shooting like 36, 37%. So LeBron James 2018 numbers are obtainable for him now, which he's doing now that he's back in the number one spot, because it didn't have to do with his prime or his athleticism. That's number one. And Shannon Sharp proved it by rattling off LeBron James numbers since Luka and Austin Reeves have been out. And he even prefaced it by saying, look what he can do as a lead dog. He can put up 2018 numbers. So you got 2018 LeBron. So I don't want to hear any excuses when he gets into the playoffs, because I believe LeBron's going to choke. In the 2018-2019 season, LeBron averaged 27.4 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 8.3 assists in 55 games in 2018-2019. Let's go to year 2017 and 2018, which is the year I think Shannon is talking about when they went to the finals against the Golden State Warrior 2017-2018. He averaged 27.5 points per game, 9 assists, and 8.6 rebounds in 82 games. So we're getting that. Let's see what he's averaging since Luka and Austin Reeves have been out. Since Luka and Reeves has been out, LeBron James this year, since they've been out, and he's back to the number one option, he's averaging 28 points per game, 12.7 assists, 7.7 rebounds, 2.3 steals, 60% shooting, 46% from three, with a plus 47. Don't ignore the plus 47. LeBron James ducked out on real smoke and came and stat padded against lesser teams. But my point still remains. LeBron James is pitting up 2018 numbers. In some instances, he's pitting up better numbers in 2018. So I don't want to hear he's 41 years old. I understand context is the Houston Rockets are not going to have their full complement, but we're not going to blame it on his age. LeBron James in 2025, 2026, when he was LeBron James this season, when he's a number two option without Reeves and it's just him and Luka, 24.3 points per game this year. You see, that's a second option. LeBron James last year without Reeves, 26 points per game, 8.7 assists, and 6.8 rebounds. So they are getting 2018 LeBron. So this actually really just exposes how deep LeBron stat pattern is. I want to point something out about 2018 LeBron too. How many Cavs went to the finals and LeBron James quit right before overtime in game one. He spent the rest of the series quitting.
A lot of the conversation as we're watching the game, as it will be now moving forward, about LeBron, but in this case, about what he didn't do with everything on the line, Charles.
I was so disappointed, his passiveness, and it drained all the energy out of the rest of the Cavaliers. He came out passing the ball. I wanted to see somebody fight to the finish. But number one, congratulations to the Warriors, but that left me mad more than anything. For him to come out and play like that with the game on the line, just be so passive. And you could see it drained the energy out of the rest of the players because they fed off his body language. Just disappointed personally.
Yeah, I agree with Chuck. The body language of LeBron really, I think, took the energy from his players. And when you look, LeBron was 7 for 13. Kevin Love was 4 for 13, and Rodney Hood 4 for 14. In this game, there's no way a player off the bench should have the most shots. And for that, as great as LeBron is, the 50-point games, the triple-doubles, you know, he's raised the bar to where we expect him to come out and to control the game from beginning to end. And today, he didn't do that.
Yeah, no, Chuck said it best. Disappointing. You know, he just did not seem mentally or emotionally engaged.
He packed it in.
I mean, he gave up, right?
He gave up.
It seemed like he gave up, right?
Yes,
Particularly when the game was somewhat close there at halftime, maybe a 5-point lead. They got down, but they fought back in the game in the first half. And in the second half, in the third quarter, I think maybe one shot. I mean, it was not what I expected. And we had all these conversations and debates about GOAT and this, that, and the other, which, you know, you can't really have that real, you know, you can't really make an argument for that. And to me, when you come out and you're passive and you kind of just don't give it your all when your team needs you, you can't really have that discussion as far as I'm concerned.
Gee, he didn't have a field goal made. 5 minutes left in the second till 5 minutes till the end of the game, where, by the way, he walked off the floor.
And the game was over.
Right, and the game was over. Can we put an end to, Chuck? Because I know you were talking about this a lot upstairs.
Hey, listen,
do you have a message? Let's show the board first, because I want you to be able to look in the camera and tell them what you told me.
First of all,
LeBron, most NBA Finals Series losses, he has 6.
And that ain't all on him.
Now let's get Chuck. Chuck, can you please tell America your thoughts to any individual, male or female, who ever tells you that MJ is not as good as LeBron?
I'm just going to say this. Any media person that I see in person for the rest of my life who try to tell me LeBron James is good as Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of him right on the spot. Right? No question asked. The next person who walks up to me and say, LeBron James, who is amazing, as good as Michael Jordan, or competes like Michael Jordan, I'm just going to slap the hell out of you right on the spot, and I'm going to take my chances with the judicial system.
Kobe Bryant put on Instagram, he said he was not buying that LeBron played with these garbage. Basically, LeBron was saying he wasn't playing with anybody, and he said, we're not as good. I know you guys didn't like that, but Michael Jordan's going to shoot 40 times if he has to. Kobe Bryant is going to say, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm the man. I'm going to go down on the sword. He didn't defend Durant. He took 13 shots. I don't know how else you look at it, Webb.
Well, yeah, you look at it. I mean, Chuck said it all. I mean, that's why Chuck's one of the best on TV. He just gives it to you like it is. And so I can't add any more to that. I would say this, though. After the comments the other day that we don't have a team and, as good of a team and there's less room for error, then that means you take it upon yourself and you handle it. That means you do it. Again, Rodney Hood, he was the sixth man, took the most shots on the team. And I really thought it was unfair for these guys because some of them look like deer in the headlights because they've never been on this stage before and they're not expected to be those scorers. And as fans, just as fans, this is when you want to see the best player in the game today put the team on his back and make something happen.
Because what bothers me, these two guys are great players. Great players. When you're the best player on a team, everybody feeds off you, good or bad. Good or bad, they feed off you. And you could just see, like, early he's passing it, just going through the motions. And he didn't get going, so the rest of the team didn't get going. And then when things got out of hand in the third quarter, it was really over then. I'm just disheartened because, listen, I didn't win a championship, but I always competed. And that was not competition tonight. That was like, hey, we're going to pack this thing in. I'm going to get some good stats. To go from 5 minutes in the second quarter to really when the game is over in the fourth quarter and don't score a field goal, that's ridiculous.
NBA title in 4 years, sweeping the Cavaliers. And then 5 minutes after that, LeBron James came to the press conference with a soft cast on his shooting hand. Reports surfaced he punched a whiteboard after that very frustrating Game 1 loss. Stephen, how much blame does LeBron deserve for this?
I mean, if he still can have the series he had with a broken hand or whatever he done to his hand, then they should have never even said nothing. Like, I don't even know why would it even be a subject right now. Like, or why would he even come out and talk about it? The series is over. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't go back and start over because your hand's hurt. Just leave it alone. I think it wasn't a good decision by the guy who you expect to carry your team, knowing how the biggest burden he had and how much he had to carry his team. For him to do that was real selfish. A lot of people saying LeBron was been selfish during the season as far as his stats and all this stuff. Well, punching the board, knowing how much your team needs you.
With your shooting hand.
I think that was real selfish. But to me, it really didn't look like it affected his game at all. I mean, he was still dominant. At times, I think his heart was questioned. I don't know if he punched his heart against the whiteboard because at times it looked like his heart was hurting. He wasn't competing, wasn't giving the same energy that we normally see from LeBron. So I just think it was too late to come out with. The series was over. Hey, if you hurt your hand, just say you hurt it, but don't bring it up and try to make it the topic of taking away from getting swept.
Right, not trying to make an excuse. Here's the thing. Let me, because I know
after you go 51-8-8. Mm-hmm. Your starting point go out, miss a free throw. Mm-hmm. Your starting shooting go out, make a bonehead play, and you do everything you can to win Game 1. You had a great game, and you don't win it. That took a lot out of him. He quit. I don't want to hear nothing about no hand or none of that. He quit. He knew he was playing against a better team. After Game 1, he knew he was beat. Point blank, bro. It had nothing to do with his hand. If your hand, hey, okay, we was talking about Steph. His ankle. He was out there still playing.
Agreed.
You're not hurt. So you're not hurt, LeBron. Just leave it alone.
Well, okay, well, hold on.
We can't make excuses. They got swept, okay? 4-0. Take it like a man. Go home, bro. Heal your hand up. Have a great offseason. Figure out where you're going. But do not make that as an excuse. Y'all got swept by a better team. The whole world knows that.
Okay.
He still put up numbers because LeBron James knows how to stat pad. LeBron James will sacrifice wins for his stats because he knows if he picks up a lot of stats and they lose, that his ball boys are going to say, look, LeBron had to carry, he had to do everything, and his teammates didn't give him any help. But like I told you before, LeBron James bogs down the offense. He makes his teammates worse, not better, because LeBron James is not concerned. Because LeBron James' number one concern is getting stats, because LeBron knows he doesn't have that type of heart to actually really, really compete for a championship. LeBron James is a fraud, and he's a choker. So he believes if he gets points that the media will follow suit and say, yeah, well, it wasn't his fault. You notice that LeBron James is one of the only players we say that about when he loses in the finals or in the playoffs. It wasn't his fault. It was this other player. It was Dennis Schroeder. I remember Shannon Sharp said, I did a video about this. He said that when you great, they talk about you. They don't talk about great players. But it's funny how Shannon Sharp and even Magic Johnson was talking about Dennis Schroeder. Magic Johnson said he wasn't a championship point guard. Shannon Sharp was all over Dennis Schroeder. They were all over these role players, contradicting himself that they don't talk about players that are not greater or superstars. They talk about role players because Shannon Sharp proved it. Of course, they need to find somebody to pin LeBron losses on. Because like I said before, like LeBron ball boys love to say that LeBron James is the common denominator on all his championship teams when he goes to different spots. But he's also the common denominator on the 19 years that he got his ass whooped and didn't win a championship. You got to take the good with the bad on this one, ball boys, because he is the common denominator on both. Also, LeBron's not the only person that leaves those teams. And when he goes to that team, they run a LeBron James system where he basically holds the ball, watches his teammates run around off screens, pin downs, so LeBron can pass it to them and get an easy assist. He holds the ball until he sees an assist. So, no, LeBron James, they have 2018 LeBron James. 2018 LeBron James got in the finals and quit and came out with a fucking blouse on his hand. And it's funny because he said that he pretty much played after game one with a broken hand, even though we saw him out there doing push-ups, dapping people up, dunking, dribbling with that hand. You can't do that shit with a broken hand. He showed no sign of discomfort. LeBron actually believes we are that stupid. But his ball boys believed it, so they are pretty much that stupid. They're the only ones that believe this bullshit that LeBron James spits out. They, in summation, the Lakers do have 2018 LeBron James. It has nothing to do with his athleticism, the way he scores. It has everything to do with the fact that LeBron James plays only for stats. So he will give up important parts of the game to get stats. Like he'll sag off on his defender. He'll sag off on his man to get easy rebounds. He'll sag off on his man so he can run out and get fast break points. We see it happen all the time. So it's not going. The 2018 thing goes out the window. They have that already, and since they have that already, his age ain't going to be an excuse why they lose. He's going to quit. We're going to watch LeBron quit out there. We all know he's going to quit. But anyway, Ring Culture, y'all let me know what y'all think about the first round. Can LeBron lead his team to victory against the Rockets? I know, I'm telling jokes again. But always remember, we are Ring Culture, because the whole point of the culture is to win rings for the culture. I love y'all. Peace.